Welcome to Passion Travel. Join us as we explore fascinating destinations, uncover hidden gems, and embark on unforgettable journeys. Subscribe now and ignite your passion for travel. Coffee, serving up gourmet coffee alongside delicious pastries and snacks. To prepare a basic cup of coffee, you typically need the following ingredients. Coffee beans or ground coffee, the key ingredient. You can use whole beans, which you grind yourself, or pre-ground coffee. The grind size depends on your brewing method, e.g., coarser for French press, medium for drip, fine for espresso. Water, fresh, clean water is essential for brewing coffee. The temperature should be between 195 degrees Fahrenheit and 205 degrees Fahrenheit, 90 degrees Celsius to 96 degrees Celsius, for optimal extraction. Milk or cream optional. Some people like to add milk or cream to their coffee for a smoother, richer taste. You can also use non-dairy alternatives like almond milk, soy milk, or oat milk. Sugar optional, to sweeten your coffee if desired. You can also use alternatives like honey, stevia, or syrups. Optional ingredients for special coffees. Flavors/syrups, e.g., vanilla, caramel, hazelnut. If you like flavored coffee, you can add syrups or flavored creamers. Spices, e.g., cinnamon, nutmeg. For a spiced touch, some people add a pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg to their coffee grounds before brewing. Equipment you'll need. Coffee maker/brewing device, depending on your choice of brewing method, e.g., French press, drip coffee maker, espresso machine, pour over, etc. Grinder, if using whole beans, to grind your beans to the appropriate consistency. Mug, to serve your brewed coffee. With these ingredients and equipment, you can make a simple cup of coffee. Donut, delicious handmade donuts in various unique flavors. On a lightly floured surface, to about half an inch thick. Use a donut cutter or 2 round cookie cutters, one large and one small, to cut out the donuts and the holes. Place the donuts on a floured surface and cover them with a towel. Let them rise for an additional 30 minutes. Fry the donuts. Heat oil in a use tongs or a slotted spoon to remove them from the oil and place them on paper towels to drain excess oil. Glaze the donuts, optional. In a bowl, whisk together the powdered sugar, milk, and vanilla extract to make a smooth glaze. Dip the warm donuts into the glaze, covering them completely or partially, depending on your preference. Optionally, sprinkle on toppings like sprinkles, cinnamon sugar, or drizzle with chocolate. Serve. Let the donuts cool slightly before serving. Enjoy your homemade, freshly glazed donuts. This recipe can be customized with different fillings, like jam or cream, or flavored glazes to suit your taste. Crêpe, fresh, delicious crepes with a range of fillings. Ingredients for crepes, for about 8 to 10 crepes. For the crêpe batter. 1 cup all-purpose flour, the main structure of the crêpe. 2 large eggs, for binding and structure. 1¼ cups milk, for moisture and smooth texture. 2 tablespoons melted butter, adds richness to the batter. 1 tablespoon sugar, optional, for a slight sweetness, if making sweet crepes. Half a teaspoon vanilla extract, optional, adds flavor, if making sweet crepes. A pinch of salt, to balance the sweetness and enhance the flavor. For cooking. Butter or oil, for greasing the pan. Instructions. Make the batter. In a mixing bowl, whisk together the flour and eggs until smooth. Gradually add the milk while continuing to whisk, ensuring there are no lumps. Stir in the melted butter, sugar, if using, vanilla extract, if using, and a pinch of salt. Let the batter rest for at least 30 minutes to allow the flour to fully hydrate and the gluten to relax. This step is optional, but recommended for better texture. Prepare the pan. Heat a non-stick skillet or crêpe pan over medium heat. Lightly grease the pan with butter or oil using a paper towel to spread it evenly across the surface. Cook the crepes. Pour a small amount of batter, about 1/4 cup, into the center of the pan, then quickly swirl the pan around to spread the batter evenly into a thin layer. Cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, until the edges start to lift, and the bottom is lightly golden. Flip the crêpe carefully using a spatula and cook for another 30 seconds to 1 minute, until lightly golden on the other side. Remove the crêpe from the pan and place it on a plate. Serve. Serve the crêpes warm with your favorite toppings or fillings. Popular fillings and toppings. Sweet options: Nutella, sliced bananas, and whipped cream. Fresh berries and powdered sugar. Lemon juice and sugar. Jam or chocolate sauce. Ice cream or custard. Savory options: ham and cheese. Spinach and feta. Mushrooms and creamy sauce. Chicken, avocado, and sour cream. Crêpes are incredibly versatile, so feel free to customize them with whatever ingredients you like. Enjoy your homemade crêpes. Pizza, wood-fired pizzas served quickly in a casual street food style. Basic pizza recipe for 1 large pizza. Here's how to make a simple pizza at home from scratch, including the dough and a basic tomato sauce. You can top it with your favorite ingredients afterward. Ingredients. For the pizza dough: 2½ cups all-purpose flour, the base of the dough. 1 teaspoon active dry yeast, helps the dough rise. 1 teaspoon salt, for flavor. 1 tablespoon olive oil, adds flavor and richness. 1 teaspoon sugar, feeds the yeast for a good rise. 1 cup warm water, about 110 degrees Fahrenheit or 45 degrees Celsius, activates the yeast. For the pizza sauce, optional: 1 can, 15 ounces, crushed tomatoes, the base of the sauce. 2 tablespoons olive oil, adds richness. 2 garlic cloves, minced, for flavor. 1 teaspoon dried oregano, for a classic Italian taste. 1 teaspoon dried basil, adds aromatic flavor. Salt and pepper, to taste. 1 teaspoon sugar, optional, to balance acidity, if needed. For the toppings: 1½ cup shredded mozzarella cheese, the classic pizza cheese. 1 tablespoon olive oil, for drizzling on top before baking, optional. Toppings of choice, some ideas: pepperoni, mushrooms, olives, bell peppers, onions, sausage, or fresh basil. Instructions. Prepare the dough. In a bowl, combine the warm water and sugar. Sprinkle the yeast over the top and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until it becomes foamy. Add the olive oil and salt to the yeast mixture, then gradually stir in the flour, mixing until it forms a dough. Turn the dough onto a floured surface and knead for about 5 to 7 minutes, until smooth and elastic. Place the dough in a lightly oiled bowl, cover it with a clean cloth, and let it rise in a warm spot for 1 to 1.5 hours, or until it has doubled in size. Prepare the pizza sauce, optional. In a saucepan, heat the olive oil over medium heat. Add the garlic and sauté for 1 to 2 minutes until fragrant. Add the crushed tomatoes, oregano, basil, salt, pepper, and sugar, if using. Stir and simmer for 10 to 15 minutes, allowing the sauce to thicken slightly. Taste and adjust seasoning if necessary. Remove from heat. Assemble the pizza. Preheat your oven to 475 degrees Fahrenheit, 245 degrees Celsius with a pizza stone or baking sheet inside. Once the dough has risen, punch it down and roll it out on a floured surface to your desired thickness, usually about 10 to 12 inches in diameter. Place the rolled dough onto a piece of parchment paper or a floured pizza peel if you're using a pizza stone. Spread a thin layer of pizza sauce on the dough, leaving a small border for the crust. Sprinkle shredded mozzarella cheese evenly over the sauce. Add your desired toppings on top of the cheese. Bake the pizza. Slide the pizza, with the parchment paper, if using, onto the preheated pizza stone or baking sheet. Bake for 10 to 12 minutes or until the crust is golden and the cheese is melted and bubbly. If you like a crispier crust, you can bake it for an additional 1 to 2 minutes. Optional, drizzle with olive oil or fresh herbs like basil after baking. Serve. Once baked, remove the sushi, quick, tasty sushi rolls available for takeaway. Making sushi at home can be a fun and rewarding experience. Here's a basic guide to preparing maki sushi, rolled sushi, with a classic rice-based filling. You can adjust the fillings based on your preferences, vegetables, fish, or even cooked meats. Ingredients for sushi: makes about 6 to 8 rolls. For the sushi rice: 2 cups sushi rice, short grain rice. This type of rice is sticky and ideal for sushi. 2½ cups water, to cook the rice. 2 tablespoons rice vinegar, adds flavor and helps the rice stick. 1 tablespoon sugar, for a slight sweetness. Half a teaspoon salt, to balance the flavors. For the fillings, choose according to your preferences. Fish, raw or cooked. Fresh sashimi-grade fish, like tuna, salmon, or yellowtail, sliced thinly. Cooked shrimp, peeled and deveined. Crab sticks, imitation crab, often used in California rolls. Smoked salmon, a more accessible option. Vegetables: cucumber, cut into thin strips. Avocado, sliced thinly. Carrot, julienned. Radish, thinly sliced. Other fillings: cream cheese, for a richer flavor, optional. Pickled ginger, for serving. Wasabi, for a spicy kick, optional. For rolling: nori, seaweed sheets, these are used to wrap the sushi. Soy sauce, for dipping. A small bowl of water, to wet your hands and prevent the rice from sticking. Equipment needed: bamboo sushi mat, makisu, helps roll the sushi. Sharp knife, for slicing the sushi rolls. Rice cooker or pot, to cook the rice. Instructions: prepare the sushi rice. Rinse the rice, place the sushi rice in a fine mesh strainer and rinse under cold water until the water runs clear. This removes excess starch and helps the rice become sticky. Cook the rice. In a rice cooker, combine the rinsed rice with 2½ cups of water. If you're using a pot, bring the water to a boil, then reduce to a simmer and cover. Cook for 15 to 20 minutes, then remove from heat and let it sit, covered, for 10 to 15 minutes. Season the rice. In a small bowl, mix the rice vinegar, sugar, and salt until dissolved. Once the rice has cooled slightly, but is still warm, gently fold in the vinegar mixture. Let the rice cool to room temperature. Prepare the fillings. Slice your fish, vegetables, and any other ingredients into thin, long strips. Keep them ready for assembly. Set up your sushi station. Place a bamboo sushi mat on a clean surface, make sure the slats are running horizontally. Lay a sheet of nori, seaweed, on the sushi mat, shiny side down. Make sure the rough side is facing up, as that helps the rice stick. Wet your fingers with water to prevent the rice from sticking to them. Spread the rice on the nori. Take a handful of sushi rice, about half a cup, and gently spread it evenly over the nori, leaving about 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters, of nori at the top free of rice. This will help seal the roll. Press the rice down lightly, making sure it's even but not too packed. You don't want it to be too thick. Add the fillings. Place your chosen fillings, fish, avocado, cucumber, etc., in a line across the center of the rice. Don't overfill it, as this can make it harder to roll. Roll the sushi. Start rolling the sushi tightly from the bottom edge, closest to you, using the sushi mat to help guide and shape the roll as you go. Keep the roll tight but not too tight, as this can crush the fillings. Once you reach the exposed edge of the nori at the top, wet it with a bit of water and press to seal the roll. Slice the roll. Using a sharp knife, slice the roll into 6 to 8 pieces. Wet the knife between cuts to prevent sticking. Serve. Arrange your sushi rolls on a plate. Serve with soy sauce, pickled ginger, and wasabi, if desired. Chicken, crispy fried chicken sandwiches, and wraps. Chicken is an incredibly versatile ingredient that can be prepared in many different ways. Here's a basic guide to cooking chicken with a few popular methods: roasting, grilling, pan-frying, and baking. I'll also include a few recipe suggestions for each cooking method to get you started. 1. Roast chicken, whole. Ingredients: 1 whole chicken, about 4 to 5 pounds. 2 tablespoons olive oil or melted butter. 2 teaspoons salt, or to taste. 1 teaspoon black pepper. 1 lemon, cut into wedges. For garlic cloves, smash with skin on. Fresh herbs, such as rosemary, thyme, or parsley. 1 onion, quarter it. Instructions. Preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, 220 degrees Celsius. Prepare the chicken, pat the chicken dry with paper towels. Rub it all over with olive oil or butter, and season generously with salt and pepper. Place the garlic, lemon wedges, and herbs inside the chicken cavity. Roast, place the chicken breast side up on a roasting pan or baking dish. Roast for 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes, or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit 75 degrees Celsius when checked with a meat thermometer. Rest the chicken. Once done, remove the chicken from the oven and let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes before carving. 2. Grilled chicken. Ingredients. Chicken breasts or thighs, boneless or bone-in. Marinade. 1/4 cup olive oil. 2 tablespoons soy sauce. 1 tablespoon lemon juice or vinegar. 2 garlic cloves, minced. 1 teaspoon dried oregano or thyme. Salt and pepper to taste. Instructions. Marinate the chicken. Combine the marinade ingredients in a bowl. Add the chicken breasts or thighs and mix to coat. Let the chicken marinate for at least 30 minutes, or up to overnight in the fridge. Preheat the grill to medium-high heat. Grill the chicken. Place the chicken on the grill and cook for 6 to 7 minutes per side, for boneless breasts, or 10 to 12 minutes per side, for bone-in thighs, until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit 75 degrees Celsius. Rest the chicken. Let the grilled chicken rest for a few minutes before serving. 3. Pan-fried chicken breast. Ingredients. 2 chicken breasts, boneless, skinless. 2 tablespoons olive oil or butter. Salt and pepper, to taste. Optional, garlic powder, paprika, or dried herbs, for extra flavor. Instructions. Prep the chicken. Season both sides of the chicken breasts with salt, pepper, and any additional spices you prefer. Heat the pan. Heat the olive oil or butter in a skillet over medium-high heat. Cook the chicken. Add the chicken breasts to the skillet. Cook for 6 to 7 minutes on the first side until golden brown, then flip and cook for an additional 5 to 6 minutes on the other side, until the chicken reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit 75 degrees Celsius. Rest the chicken. Let the chicken rest for 5 minutes before serving to allow the juices to redistribute. 4. Baked chicken thighs. Ingredients. For bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Salt and pepper, to taste. 1 teaspoon paprika, optional. 1 teaspoon garlic powder, optional. Fresh herbs, like thyme or rosemary. Instructions. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit 200 degrees Celsius. Prepare the chicken. Pat the chicken thighs dry with a paper towel. Drizzle with olive oil and season with salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, and any fresh herbs you like. Bake. Arrange the chicken thighs on a baking sheet or in a roasting pan, skin side up. Bake for 35 to 45 minutes, or until the skin is crispy and the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit 75 degrees Celsius. Serve. Let the chicken thighs rest for 5 minutes before serving.